Yo, wagwan, back at it with another reaction video. So this lady in this video is 41 years old and she's got 44 children. So I don't know how accurate this is. I don't know how true it is, but I did do my research. And from what it seems like, it is true. And it is in Africa. Yes, it is in Rwanda. So let's dive into this video and see how is this possible. She's 44 years old and she's got 41 children. Let's watch this video. I'm just as curious as you guys.
How many babies can a woman give birth to at most? 10, 20, 41-year-old Mariam Nabatanzi, also known as Mama Uganda, has become the most fertile woman in the world, giving birth to 44 babies in total. Now we're gonna get gifts for Mama Uganda from here. We want to support her somehow because she has so many children. What she likes.
Hey, shout outs to Rui for doing this great act of kindness. This is kind of what I like about content creators, is once you guys go somewhere and you see you're in a country that needs food, needs services, you go out of your way to actually buy them food, clothing, and kind of take care of them. So this is him right here buying food and buying a lot of stuff to bring to Mama Uganda. Like a big like shout outs to him. Like this is pretty cool. Like this gets a lot of respect on my end.
We have watermelon, tomatoes, onions, some mangoes, posho, rice, bread, and sugar.
Mariam and her children live in an almost unfurnished four-room house in a village located 50 kilometers north of Ugandan capital, Kampala. How are you, Mama Uganda?
Fine, how are you?
Fine. Can you tell us about your story?
Yatuzaala abaana mukaaga. Z'omuto yali asembayo era yandeka nnyina ennaku 3. Gimanyi kati ewaalo ne waffe Uganda ey'abamaama abataabo. Bamaama abaddawo ne batuuka okutta baganda bange 5 n'ensigala omu. Kati baganda bange bamala okufa. Abaganda bange bamala okufa wempeza emyaka 12. Taata n'asalawo okunfumbiza.
That man who you were sold to, was he the father of all these children?
Is the one, the father.
Abaana abasooka nga bazaala nnyina emyaka 13. Basatu. Omuwala omu n'abalenzi 2 nekubya abadde ankola nga nange sitasobola kumwagala nga bwe mulaba ndaba ekyekango kuki.
After being sold to a man older than herself at the age of 12, she gave a birth a total of 15 times and delivered twins 4 times, triplets 5 times, and quadruplets 5 times. She had only given birth to a single child in her last pregnancy. However, she lost 6 of all these born babies. Why did your children die?
Abaana ababiri sisita wange yabansaba. Sinza kugamba lumbe lwabatta kubanga nakera mutya ne mukubira essimu ng'abaana balamu n'amaana akubira essimu nti abaana abo bombi bafudde. Nejjukira ndi munaku ndi masiikini siina we ngenda muwawaabira oli ayinako ki. Omu yali mulwadde wa mutima ne mbaleka wano n'afuna omusujja ekiro nga siriiwo.
You're saying your entire siblings were killed by your stepmother. Then which sister of yours took your 2 children?
Taata wange ayinayo baganda bange abalala abakulu be twali tuddako.
Can you tell us more about your marriage and your husband?
Obufumbo bwaffe tekubangamu mukwano, tekubangamu kwagalana, bikonde nga nze wakutaana ate nga ndi mwana muto. Tuzze tubeera mu mbirigi eyo bakugoba bwogenda paka mu nkomero ya byonna ekyasinga okuntabula. Nayina maama wange yankuzanga maama muka kitange. Era ye yayambala n'olugoye lwange mu buntu ye yali badde maama ate n'agenda amwagala. Okitegeera n'amuzaalamu n'abaana. Akati awo nga ndabira ddala nga.
According to her story, her husband would bring other women home and ask Mariam to cook for them and do their laundry. Eventually, her husband sold the house they lived in and took all the money they had, leaving Mariam and the children flat-footed and ran away. Mariam was 37 at the time and pregnant with the last child she was going to give birth to. Together with her children, she took the road to her paternal grandmother to take shelter. How did you survive with the kids? Did you ever think of giving up?
Kituufu kaseera kaatuukako nendabira ddala nga njagala nze kennyini nveewo naye bwe nasirikira ne ŋŋamba naye kati mbalekera ani kuba waliwo akasale katuuka ng'ekyokulya kigaanye onaakaaba oli bw'omu bw'oti mu nsi toyina muyambi yenna. Taata w'abaana bwe yatundira awaka ne ntambuza kigere okuva gye twali tubeera mayiro kumpi 30 n'omusobyo.
Now we are in Mama Uganda's living room. They just sit here, have a chat and sleep in here. We noticed that this place resembles a dormitory. People of course do not sleep alone here. 2 or 3 children are sleeping here. Just imagine 15 people are living in this tiny room all at once. Of course, there is no space to play games. This is the other bedroom. As you can see, they all lie down together, and imagine 7 or 8 children sleeping vertically here. They sleep in groups.
One thing you guys need to know about any country in Africa that you go to, depending on the circumstances, they might not have the infrastructure. Houses might not be well built, well insulated. Anytime you see anybody there, they always have a smile on their face. So this is very, very tough. When you're going through something tough, you probably don't want to smile. You don't have any money. You don't want to smile. Your confidence isn't up because you don't want to smile. You don't have the hair, all the above. But shout outs to anybody out there in Africa who continuously will smile no matter what the circumstances. As you can tell, this house holds 41 people, 3 to 4 to 5 sleep in a bed, and to still be able to have the smile, that's something good.
A person does not have a bed. A person has 2 or 3 bedfellows. What is your biggest regret in your life?
Nejjusa bakadde bange singa sibe banzaala naye ate oluvannyuma n'oddamu okoluvannyuma ne nga taata tesobola musayira musango ng'omusajja. Maama yekka gwe nejjusa lwaki yanzaala.
Did you find and meet your mother afterwards?
Maama kyenje mulaba omwaka nga gumu neera tanjagala. Kati maama wamala otulekawo awaka.
Mariam always carried photos of her mother that her father had given her. Many years later, a man saw the photos and said that if she wanted, he could take her to the house of the woman in the photos. When they got to the house, her mother didn't recognize Mariam, and on top of that, she had warned Mariam never to call her mother, since her husband shouldn't have learned that she was married before and had children. She sent Mariam away, telling her not to come again. The walls are not even painted. They have a TV here for fun. A freezer, it's empty. You see how the couches are. The cushions are completely gone. Yes, they are siblings, but they are more like friends. Their age groups are so close. The eldest is 25 years old and the youngest is 5 years old. What are the doctors saying about your situation? You're so fertile. Is it some medical condition?
Weewaawo we naweza abaana 18 nagendako mu ddwaliro nga njagala okukoma ne bankera ne baŋŋamba nnyina amagi mangi sisobola kwekomya njira nnyongera okugakendeza kuba gajja kundeetera obuzibu okufuna ebizimba n'ebisigadde kati n'ensooka nziramu awo n'enzaala bwe nzizeeyo.
Mariam has a genetic predisposition called hyperovulation, which releases more than 1 egg in a cycle and significantly increases her chances of giving birth to twins, triplets or quadruplets. She had continued to give birth because of a doctor who had misled her by saying that she had to keep giving birth to reduce her fertility. Otherwise, the tumors that might form in her ovaries could kill her in a short time. No.
Anti agenda kuba mukodo kati gwe toba mukodo tokolanga ye bwakolakolanga gwe nganze wenkulagidde.
That's your son?
This is the last born.
How do you come up with new names for every born child?
Amanya agamu g'abazannyi b'aba Nigeria, amanya agamu g'abazannyi bwendaba ku TV, okugeza nnyinamu gwe bayita Ozo. Ozo muzannyi wa Nigeria naye nga batulugunya omulenzi oli awaka nga Mukama Katonda.
I would not be able to remember all the names. 41 kids? Imagine names, birthdays. Whew. Yeah, that's a lot. That I would not be able to remember all these names.
Mudda ate ye bali be batwalanga abaana omwana ono gwe bayisa obubi ye yanunula olujja olwo n'okulufuula olw'omugaso.
Can you remember all of your children's names and tell us every name one by one?
Kati abangi be nazaala bannema amannya kakati mugenda okubuzibwabuzibwa kuba waswa nnyina bangi banakato nnyina bangi waswa muto waswa mukulu nsuubuga nnyina jagati nnyina emulaani namutebi jeni nalulama ab'obuzannyo nnyinawo atimu josefu kiyala pensosozuku kiwoma magayo Shamira muto nawo Shamira mukulu nyinawo Dija nyinawo Viola nyinawo Musoke nyinawo Trevor nyinawo Kao nyinawo Emran nyinawo bangi kagamba bonna nga ng'omuzadde bonna siina gwe simanyi ne wemba simutegedde nammanya nti gundi taliiwo ne gundi takola ki.
There is one more room there.
This is my mom's room. She sleeps here.
She sleeps alone?
Yeah, here.
So this is her clothes, right?
This is
She likes clothes a lot, huh?
Yeah.
This is her
our
picture.
picture. Yeah, that's our picture.
Do you remember all of your siblings? Do you remember their names?
Yes.
What do you like to do with your siblings?
I like
Football.
Yeah.
What do you want to do in the future?
to be businessman.
She's a Muslim, but her ex-husband was a Christian. That's why some of their children choose to become Christians and some of them choose to become Muslim. Not all children of Mama Uganda live under one roof. There are many rooms side by side here. Her older children live with their wives. When we move forward, there are small rooms over here. Here are the rooms again. Here the older children also live with their own children as they have started their own families. There are grandchildren too. Here is the workshop where Mama Uganda works. Again, there are houses for older children here. In this large building, both Mama Uganda and about 10 to 12 children live together. This is the room where Mama Uganda produces and sells medication. She didn't want us to come in here with shoes on. She produces medication here. She does a lot of work to make a living with her 38 children. Her greatest desire for all her children is that they receive an education. Sometimes she collects and sells scrap, sometimes she works as a tailor, sometimes as a hairdresser, and sometimes she prepares medication from plants and sells them, stating that the medications she prepares are good for infertility. Mariam also says that although she is a Muslim, she also produces and sells alcoholic beverages. Do your children ever get jealous of each other?
Kizibu okumanya omwana gwe njagala ne gwe saagala siinaako kusosola siinaako kyekubiira era nga bo.
What is your vision about raising a child?
Mu bulamu bwange saasoma nsobole okubeera nga bonna nfune badokita nfune balooya nfune egamba abaana bange nga tebafaananga nze. Omwana omuwala yafuuka nnansi ebyembi tanyambye nga maama bwe yamala okusoma n'afuna omulimu emulago we yafuna eyamupaaza n'amutwala mbwerasya yesimanyi nakati sidanga mumuwuliza era simanyi bimukola ki bimukwatako. Olw'obufuuna nti nali siina bulungi ssente n'asoma ebyayinginiya by'okuzimba akanika mmotoka ezo bwatyo era ali eyo mu kibuga era kwaba abaddirira awo akyasoma bya bulambuzi tuwa naye era kati ssente zamuyimiriza nti sinaba kutandika kukola ki. Poze mu mbeera ya covid eno nga bw'ogiraba abaana bazaaliddemu mu baana bange omu azadde yazalidde ku myaka 14 olw'ensonga nti nembatwala bayiga enviiri abalenzi nembajjawo bagende bayiga zi kompyuta okukanika bwe kutyo paka okusoma nga kuzzemu okusinga okubeera wano ne batambula ne babuna ebyalo.
If you had the chance to go back in the past, what would you do differently?
Kuba temuli kalungi konna okuleka okubonaabona. Ekyokubiri era naalisabye nzire mu nzaale kubanga kya mugaso Katonda yamanyi bwakikola sijja beevuma nti babi oba mbalabe ng'ekikulumu oba Katonda yansolako ekiki paka we maliriza okusoma nenoonyiza omusajja nga nze osanga yalisobodde simanyi oba mudda naakisobola.
It's a lot of children, but it's also a blessing just to think of all those kids came from one individual person, and then all those kids grew up. Majority of them are men who are fathers now, and they're all living amongst in the same neighborhood. So you got mom, the kids. She's already a grandma, I'm assuming. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is something that obviously it sucks that the father's not in the picture. Her mom doesn't really want to talk to her, but the fact that she still can remember all the names of her children, and they all live in the same area, and she's still working, creating businesses that allow her to get money. Yeah, this is definitely good.
N'essaawa zaalo buli musajja gwe ntunuulira genda ku kadurowa waggulu mulimu akaveera kalimu amakerenda kaddugavu Sadati genda onnyambeko yovayo lali musenge n'esimi kyaliko omwana ono omutwe guno atabusinga kawo tetujja musobola omutwe gumuluma omufuniremu bupainikira obwa bulawuni ne panade emu ne septrin emu.
And this is the kitchen area. The children's food is being cooked here.
What are you cooking here?
abuza kufumba ki
They made this room a kitchen. The dishes are being washed here again. While older children take care of their younger siblings, everyone is responsible for household chores such as cooking and cleaning. Mariam says she uses 25 kilograms of cornmeal every day to ensure her kids are well fed. Fish and meat are barely consumed. They've grabbed them. They carry those on their head. The children took the supplies to their mother together. What is happiness, in your opinion?
waliwo omuntu asobola okufuna essanyu ng'ali ne bbaawe era essanyu lyange baana bange nawe mba nvuddeyo nga nyina ebintankalanyizza bwenkomawo wano awaka
Timuna Kampala baby wancyankalanya etambulayo kusazeko nga aji ku muceere kusazeko tolina womponera
aibeni kabaka wa Buganda luga waba footballers mpitake pa masanda bora mpomesa wa Uganda.
Mariam says, since I gave birth like a rabbit, my family didn't want to be known with me. I was kicked out of the house, I was banished from society. But when each of my children grows up to be a productive part of society, I will be proud. When I asked Mariam if she wants her eldest daughter to marry, her answer was education first. Considering that Mariam was fifth wife of her ex-husband, I'm guessing that the man has at least 60 children. My personal opinion is that Mariam Nabatanzi is a person that is full of love for life. Her tragedies failed to kill the childlike spirit in her. According to UNICEF research, Uganda hosts approximately 5 million child brides today. There are bridal markets, especially in rural areas of Uganda, and brides are purchased by presenting animals such as goats or cows to the families of girls. Thank you for watching. Don't forget.
Yo, once again, shout out to Roey for this great video, man. You always got good editing, and I appreciate you once again for getting the mother gifts. And shout outs to the mom who got 41 kids and can still remember all her kids' names. And like she said it, her kids make her happy. So for all of you guys, ladies in particular, who think children don't make you happy, you got a lady who got 41 kids, and she says when they're happy, she's happy. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, happy birthday to all my good and bad people. Peace.